Once a month, our 5 city-run grocery stores will set prices for this core set of goods at 30% below typical retail prices. No exceptions, no gimmicks.
What?
The savings will last for the entire month. That means no weekly fluctuations nor sticker shock at the checkout line. A collection of essential staples that will be predictably 30% cheaper at all 5 of our city-run grocery stores.
30%
This core set of goods will include all fresh produce, meat, and seafood, along with 20 other essential items like cheese, milk, and bread.
Milk,
Another
30%
picture-perfect
off.
photo op for the city's social
Are you
media
kidding
mayor.
me?
His plan will hurt the mom-and-pop establishments that he represents.
Of course it
We
will.
know what we're doing. You don't. You're 33 years old. You've never owned a business. You've never run a city. You've never run a business.
Will it hurt bodegas?
Wow.
It will hurt everybody, not just bodegas. It will hurt communities.
The mayor
These
insists
guys are
bodegas
done.
won't be hurt because his stores won't have deli counters or sell hot food, nor would they sell cigarettes.
So this is a show called Cash Jordan. I guess this guy's name is Jordan. I've seen his stuff before. He posts some great content. He used to do all these apartment tours, these like dinky apartment tours in New York. So Mamdani's looking to make these very affordable grocery stores. But all these mom and pop shops are going to go out of business. This is democratic socialism for you folks. If he is 30% cheap, if these stores are 30% cheaper than all of the current stores, they're going to close down. They can't compete, and people are not going to pay more just to keep them open. They're going to buy whatever's cheapest. So not only is it going to be cheaper, there's going to be less selection because they're not incentivized to sell more products. They're just 30% cheaper, so they're going to sell whatever's kind of needed. Like, so you'll have maybe 3 options for each thing, maybe 5. You're not going to have this plethora of options. Anyhow, make sure to subscribe, like, share, leave your comments. Follow me at Rafi the Realtor for all of your South Florida real estate needs. You can support the channel in the description or pinned comment. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. Let's check it out.
And we know that a lot of what drives revenue for these bodegas, grocery stores, those are things that make it possible for them to continue to operate. Those are not things we have any interest in competing for.
Yeah, not yet.
Now,
Not
the
until
city
they're
is also
closed.
seeking a qualified grocer to operate the stores, someone who can develop a cost-effective food supply chain, and a New York City groceries private label.
Is that he should make it more affordable and give reasons for all the supermarket chains, all the bodegas, all the food stores to lower prices.
What we have seen is that far too often when it comes to city government's approach to delivering on affordability for groceries, there's always been the question of intermediaries, whatever it may be. And we are excited to deliver directly to New Yorkers that lower cost of essential goods.
That's not.
So you know what really fixes this, and the Jewish community knows this very well. When you take care of your local community, no one goes hungry. And since we already have different communities, because people like to be part of communities, you may have the Black community, and then in the Black community, you might have the Haitian community or the island community, like the Caribbean, whatever. And then you'll have littles of everything. Little Pakistan, little Yemen, little Chinatown, little Italy, da-da-da. If each of those neighborhoods have community centers and take care of each other and fund soup kitchens and have events and religious, you'll always be good to go. You don't need to turn the entire city of New York into a socialist shithole, because then you don't incentivize hard work. And when you don't incentivize hard work, you don't have expertise. That bleeds into medicine. That bleeds into food. When you reward people for their efforts, you get better things. It's very simple. This is the issue with socialism. You are not incentivizing effort. This is why capitalism is so awesome. Now, the way you help the less fortunate, the way you help the less motivated, the way you help the lazy and the whatever. Now, I'm not going to say people that don't have money are lazy, but my point is some people are going to bust their ass to get shit done, and some people want to sit on their ass all day, but we don't want anyone to starve. So the way you fix that is by making sure that people come together as a community and pull things together. You do not need to destroy other people's businesses and create 30% cheaper food product in order to do that. You should help those mom and pop shops in a way where they can maybe lower prices. So, for example, if you help them, like they're suggesting with rent subsidy, if the places that they're renting in are a little more affordable, that's an option. Now, the landlord's not going to like that. So you just provide, you don't have to lower the rent, but you can provide these business owners with cash. At least you keep them open, right? You're gonna spend money to close them down. You might as well help them out so they can stay open, and then you can lower prices if that's what you want to do. That just makes more sense.
I am proud to announce a collection of essential staples that will be predictably 30% cheaper at all 5 of our city-run grocery stores. That means no weekly fluctuations nor sticker shock at the checkout line.
Sticker shock.
Not for our seniors living on fixed incomes, nor for the parents who rely on a regular supply of apple slices to keep toddler tantrums at bay.
I live in Miami now, but I grew up in Brooklyn. These bodegas were part of my childhood. Going and grabbing in Arizona, grabbing my Reese's and my Kit Kats and my Four Locos when I wanted to go. I'm sure all the New Yorkers listening to this know all about the Four Locos, that shit alcohol drink that you put. It's about the size of an Arizona. You throw that shit down, it tastes like ass, but it gets you fucked up. I don't know if they still have them. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them around, but these are going to close down. Those things made New York. I mean, New York. What's New York without bodegas, man?
Is attempting to offset some of that by not allowing government-run grocers to sell hot food, alcohol, and cigarettes,
Yeah, that's
where smaller
temporary.
corner stores make most of their money.
Places like this are the lifeblood of our community, and at the end of the day, if we don't keep them open, we're giving into the source of capitalism that's destroying our community as a whole.
Completely insane. That's completely insane. This guy's so off. Capitalism is what keeps them open. Retarded. Socialism is what kills them. I don't expect this guy to understand economics, but that's amazing that you're blaming capitalism for that. Now, if the reason why they're not opening Walmarts all over the city is because they want to keep these mom and pop shops open. Like if you open a Walmart smack in the center of Brooklyn, it's going to hurt business. Is that fair? I think you could argue either way, but I could understand why they would kind of want to help these local stores. Walmart makes plenty of money, but to open government supermarkets all around the city, I mean, Walmart could take away some neighborhood stores. These are going to take all of them out.
And is your administration considering other alternatives, such as maybe helping grocery store owners subsidize rents or increase their
why don't they just do
purchasing
that?
power in some way that they can then pass on to the
Right.
to the customer?
So we've talked about 5 city-run grocery stores, 1 in each borough. And thus far, we've announced La Marqueta in Manhattan and La Peninsula in the Bronx. And these 2 sites showcase the example of when you are speaking about a dense neighborhood, there is more than enough market for both existing grocers as well as one city-run grocery store. When we're talking about La Marqueta, we're talking about more than 65,000 New Yorkers who live within 10 minutes of that
So
grocery
why
store
is there
site.
no
When we're
grocery
talking
store
about,
there already?
La Peninsula, we're talking about more than 150,000 New Yorkers who live in the Hunts Point area alone. And what we've seen is that the city already operates subsidized markets, for example, at Essex Street Market. And those are operating near multiple grocers, multiple bodegas, and we have not seen harm to local stores.
because they're not
or
30%
operators.
less.
What we've also seen is that this is not the only approach that we have to dealing with the question of food insecurity, and also food operators.
At 5 stores, 1 in each borough, it's not going to affect anybody's lifestyle. I mean, supermarkets traditionally say, oh, 30% off on this, 30% off on this. I mean, that's traditional. Milk wars, traditional. People go to Costco, people go to Walmart. So nobody's going to go out of their neighborhood to say, I'm going to go shop in that store because it's the mayor's store. It's not going to happen.
Why don't you go to Walmart? Why don't you go to Walmart and pick up a knish and put some ketchup and mustard on him? Maybe you get a hot pretzel or something. Walmart. This guy's more New York than even more. The hot dog. What are you doing? Put a little drizzle on it. Yeah. Hey, listen. It hurts your throat. I don't know how these guys do it. Hey, if you like my channel, why don't you subscribe, share, leave your comments. Follow me, Ralphie the Realtor, for all your real estate needs in South Florida. And you can support the channel. You go over there, you click on it, and you send me some money. And if you appreciate my work, right, you go to the link, put money in there, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.